Why are there blood splatters all around Playtime Co? Here are 3 mini theories why. The first is that children were a huge part of Playtime Co. Not only were they the target audience, but orphan children were adopted into the company as research experiments. In Chapter 2, we discover the game station, where children build up physical and mental abilities as part of some of these experiments. There is also a place in Playtime Co known as the Playcare, which appears to be a combination of the words play and daycare. It makes sense that this is one of the places where the children would stay in their time at the factory, while other children are being tested. Being Playtime Co, they wouldn't want their children to be bored, so they would give them a signature toy to play with while they are there. And what do we find near all the blood splatters around Playtime Co? Mangled toys. Yes, at some point in Playtime Co's history, children were exterminated at the factory. It's just a bit messed up to think that whatever happened at Playtime Co really came at the cost of children's lives. Perhaps Experiment 1006 got to all these kids and made them parts of itself. The next mini theory is that the toys were smaller living experiments. Most of the experiments we've come across so far have been lifelike and life-size toys. From Huggy Wuggy to PJ Pugapilla, Playtime Co really exhausted their lineup. However, we should remember that the researchers at Playtime Co usually started small and aimed bigger. At some point, some of these smaller lifelike toys could have been earlier versions of toys that would make Playtime Co so successful. But something out there, whether Playtime Co employee or experiment, or possibly even both, got to them. And they got to them all. The next mini theory involves the fact that we know that Edward Ludwig once lost a family member. So perhaps people, children or not, were targeted and eliminated as part of one of these experiments. It would be necessary to harvest a soul or multiple souls in order to bring back a life. This may not be easily possible with someone who was long dead, so the scientists may have tweaked the requirements just a tad. Whether this would bring back any soul or only one of the recently departed, many experiments would have to take place to test just what would be needed. And who knows what would be needed to bring back someone who's been dead for many years. Those experiments surely would involve utter carnage. Much like the carnage that happens when we're forced to trust Poppy. But should we trust Poppy? Find out in this video, or check out some other Poppy Playtime theories. Subscribe for more creepy videos.